Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois, and welcome back to Age of Engineering. In the last episode, we were... Oh man, what were we doing? We were working on making more machines from Advanced Rocketry. That's why I forgot. I was like, wait, hold on. I knew what we did. But I forgot because I couldn't see them. So we're working on making some more machines. And various other things. You know what I realized? Did I turn that back off? I did. I need to fix these guys one of these days. The spawners for the Enderman and the Blazes, and we're going to need some other spawners as well. We'll worry about that another time. But yeah, so we're working on advanced rocketry stuff, and I went mining for a bit. We were out of a lot of stuff, especially iron, so hopefully we have a lot of iron right now. And I'm also currently getting some more chrome. Which Ruby Dust is awesome with that. I've also been putting basically everything that I get stone-wise when I mine into the recycler, and so we're getting a good bit of scrap, which is also nice. So, what are we going to do today? Well, the main thing that we want to work on today is we need to start getting more resources. So we're going to upgrade this guy. So we currently have a tier 1, what is this, void ore miner. We're going to upgrade that to a tier 3, if we can. That is a question of if we can or not, but we should be able to. So real quick, we're going to run over here. Now there is an actual concern with that. Upgrading to a tier 3, how much power does it actually use? It costs 8,000 compared to currently it's 32,000. So it's actually more efficient. I think it uses a little bit more power, but it is more efficient with the power. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, we're going to work on that today. We would go to tier 4, but tier 4 requires a lot of nether stars, and we're not quite ready to do that yet. So we're not going to. Now the other thing we're going to work on is we're going to work on making a couple of more advanced rocketry machines, specifically one, at least getting some of the supplies together for it. But we'll get to that once we get there. So, first things first, what are we going to need for the tier 3 void ore miner? Again, why we want this, specifically to get ruby ore. Ruby ore is how we're going to get more chrome, and that's probably the best. We could also use bauxite, but the ruby ore is actually a little bit better, and we're also going to want a lot of Certus, which is kind of hard to get. So we're going to be working on that as well, but mostly right now, ruby. We need to upgrade our applied logistics system a lot, but that's also something for another time. So we'll see how much we can get done. The other thing is we're just kind of waiting around for our reactor to... We need to get more plutonium, is one of the big things that's kind of left, but we really don't have any uses for things over here. So it's a fairly large question. We're gonna change things around in this place a little bit, but again, that's another time. I really hate working with industrial craft, and that's pretty important in this mod pack specifically. So, the void ore miner. First of all, the tier 3 is going to require stabilized ender pearls and mica. So how much mica do we have? We have exactly 2. That's actually fine. That does not matter too much. Okay, cool. So we can do this. I don't know that we have any other mica lying around. So yeah, we're gonna have to hope that that's enough. Alabaster, nope. Yeah, alright, so hopefully we don't need any more than that, but we're going to need a total of 2 tier 2s, which requires 3 tier 1s. So we're going to need 6 tier 1s, so we need 5 more of these guys. So I need to go get 5 more iron ore. because our system auto processes it. And so we need to go grab some iron. Shouldn't be too hard to find. We'll just come down here for just a moment. I've been doing a lot of mining here lately, just because resources are definitely a struggling point. One of these days I need to fix this staircase so that it actually works the way I want it to. Is there any iron on this floor? Yes. 1, 2. We just need 5 pieces, so it's not going to take too long to find some. It's kind of funny. I've been clearing out different areas. This is a gigantic cave. There's some iron up there, but that's going to be really, it's not going to be that bad. And actually go ahead and do that. Alright, cool. So this was one of the underground little foresty areas. I kind of cleared out a little bit of it. There's a lot of those kind of around, and a big part of what we have to do, what I've been doing, is I want to get the floors level, so they're only 3 tall. Every single floor, 2 block thick floors, and all that kind of stuff. So it's been a little bit of a pain, but let's keep the iron out until we have everything we need. So we're gonna need gold blocks. I don't know that we have enough gold, is the only problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. We can make 2. So we're gonna need clear lenses and laser cores. So 1, 2. Yeah, we don't have enough of this stuff. So clear glass requires enriched sand. Let's get like a really good bit of that. Do we have more nether quartz? We can always get more nether quartz. That's not a problem. Let's see. We just need to smelt this up. And yeah, we're just going to need more gold. Is there another way we can get a lot of gold fairly easily? I mean, obviously gold ore. We can transform silver into gold if we wanted to. Do we have anything we can smelt down? Let's see, like gold horse armor. Can we do anything with this? We should be able to. That'll give us another 8 ingots. We can do things with this. We can centrifuge it for a little bit of gold. We can get a stack of gold from this guy. Do I really care about the golden apple? It's a little bit more difficult to just do. Now these golden apples I don't care about too much. So we can definitely get stuff from that. We just need more gold. And that honestly is a problem, but I didn't realize we were that low on gold. So I don't think this will smelt up because it's not fully repaired. Yeah. So if we want to smelt this, we need to repair it. And that's going to require more gold. Now this, that's not really going to be worth it. That's going to give us 12 ingots of gold. Not really the best. But what we can do is, well, we have this thing called a void ore miner. So we need a yellow lens. Let's switch it to a yellow lens real quick. And just get more gold. And then that should be fine. So kind of the bigger part of all this is we need a lot of, well, other things. We need a lot of the structure blocks. Now we have a tier 1, So the tier 1 has 24 structure blocks. We're going to need 56 tier 3s. So that is a lot. What's 24? That's 2. Is it 32? Yeah, 32 more. So we need a half a stack more of these guys. And you know what? That's going to require even more gold. Oh, man. You know what? While we kind of wait for this to get us more gold and all that kind of fun stuff, let's take a look at the other thing I wanted to work on. So, if we grab our hollow projector, one of the big things we're going to need is the electric arc furnace. Now, this thing requires blocks of gold, but it needs almost a stack of heat-proof bricks. In fact, it needs a little bit over a stack. We need a stack plus 8 of heat-proof bricks. So let's take a look at that and see how bad this is to make. It is literally just bricks and magma cream. So we have a lot of clay, but we don't have any bricks. We're gonna have to manually process this. Not that big of a deal. More of an annoyance than anything else. But we're going to process this. We're going to get a ton of bricks. And the magma cream is also not too much of a concern. We have plenty of blaze rods. We can get that taken care of. And we have a good bit of slime balls. So let's just turn all of this into bricks as soon as we can. So let's see, what else are we going to need? We're going to need 5 of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, laser cores. We have 2 of these. We're going to need 2, 3 more. And then how much blaze powder do we have? We have 62 blaze rods in here. So how many recipes of this we're going to need? We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need 5, so we're going to need 10 magma cream. And so we should only need no more than 5 of these guys. So we're going to take our time. So just go ahead and grind up 3 of them. And that's actually more than enough. So with that we have that. We only need 20 bricks. So we just do that. Put all of this stuff away. And there's the last laser core for the actual construction of these guys. So we're just going to need more gold. We really don't have any good sources of gold. I could go mining, and we might go do that for a little bit in a moment. But what else do we need for this guy? So obviously we're going to need the electric arc furnace. I don't want to make that yet. That will be like the last thing we make. We need power inputs times 3, blocks of gold times 3, and then an input hatch and an output hatch. It's actually not that hard to make this guy. He's just a lot of bricks. So we need 5 recipes worth over the course of all of this. And this should be enough for what we need. So what are we going to need for this? We're going to need diamond blocks and more of those. But we're only going to need 2 sets of those. Okay, so we'll make 2 more clear lenses and 2 more laser cores. So 1, 2, and then do you need 1 as well? Yes. So we get 1, 2, 3, and then we need 2 more laser cores. 1, 2. Alright, so with that, we just need more gold. I don't think we have enough power. Or is this running? No, I think it's running. So the biggest thing we kind of need to do with all of this stuff is we're going to need a lot of... Yeah, it should be running. We're going to need a lot of power. Once we get the reactor up and running, we'll have plenty of power, I think, for now. We'll then upgrade our capacitor bank and all that kind of fun stuff. So this should be more than a stack of these heat-proof bricks. Okay, so we have that. We need the power inputs. So let's grab that on here. Power input plug. So we're gonna need 5 machine structures, which we do have. Okay, so we're gonna need small batteries times 12. So we need more redstonia. I made a bunch of this just for the fun of it, because we are going to need a lot of redstonia here soon. But now we just need small batteries times 12. Three sets of them. And let's see, we're going to need the input. We're going to need an input hatch and an output hatch. So we need 2 chests. Get 2 of these. And we just switch one of these to an output hatch. Alright, so let's go. You know what? We're gonna even take the blocks of gold. Is there anything else we need for this? So we have... No, we have everything. Other than the inputs, which we'll get in a second. So let's go build this thing. We're not going to put down the actual block for the... what am I trying to say? We're not going to put down the actual block for the actual machine part. But I think no. Like there? Yes. Okay, so we need heat-proof bricks. So I've made this thing before, so I know what it looks like. And getting inputs, outputs, all that stuff is not going to be too bad. This doesn't go there. Alright, so this is where the input and output hatches can go. And we want all this stuff on the front. So the electric arc furnace part actually goes right there. So we're going to put an input hatch here, output hatch there. And then we continue to build it up. But before we do anything more, let's get the power plugs so that we can have everything we need except for the actual block. So we're gonna need 1, 2. Oh, come on, what is taking so long? It's making more tin plates. So what we're gonna end up doing is probably I'm gonna go mining for a bit and try to get more gold. Gold is surprisingly hard to find. I wish I could do things with all of this stuff, but you know what I realized might be going on? No, we still have space. Small batteries. Alright, so there's those. Those can all go in there. Alright, now we can finish building this guy. Except for, of course, the actual block that makes it a machine. Which is fine. We will just deal with that later. So here is the blocks of gold, and actually it actually starts to get smaller at this point. So there is 3 blocks of gold that go in here. And that's kind of like the electrodes. And then last set requires 3 inputs for power. And there we go. So all we need to do is put the 1 block there, and that is it. Alright, so can we use these for anything? Oh, we're going to need it for the electric arc furnace anyway. So the reason I kind of want to avoid this is I want to make the precision assembler so that we can actively kind of make, so we can actively make the circuits easier. Right now they're a little bit of a pain to make, and I don't like that. So, hey, we finally got some gold. Alright, let's get the rest of the stuff that we're going to need for this. So, digital guide, you come back down. So for the void ore miner, we currently have 2 laser cores and 1 lens. We're going to need 2 more laser cores. So let's go ahead and get that. 1, 2. We're going to need, let's see, we currently have 20 machine bases. We're going to need, it's weird that tier 2 has less machine bases. We're going to need 52, so we're going to need another half a stack of machine bases. So we're going to need 32 of these. That's a lot of compressed cobblestone. So that's a stack of compressed cobblestone, correct? Yes. So this is going to start working again, but it's not going to use, it's going to run out of power fairly quickly, so that's okay. So that's taken care of, and then the other part we need is the stone burn. So we're going to need polished stone, we're going to need a stack of polished stone, so we're going to need just a stack of this, and then we need to get our resonator and all that kind of stuff set up. And for right now, I actually have a place to do this, but we don't have anything built there yet. I believe extra utilities is supposed to be over here. Yeah. So we're just going to put this down over here. And we'll worry about making it good and all that kind of stuff later. So that's going to take some time as well. So we'll come back to that. Do we have enough black quartz is the only other question. Yes, we do. We can get a lot more though. So, and then basalt, we should have plenty. I don't know if we have enough of that in the actual system. No. But I mean, we do now. Okay. So that is all of that. Now we still need half a stack of tier 3s, but we're also going to need some modifier cores. So to make modifier cores, it's aluminum and electrical steel. So we're going to need, how many of these? I think it's 8 modifier cores. So we're going to need 8 times 5, 40 blocks of aluminum. Right? No, my math is probably off. Or is it? So it's 5 blocks each. We need 8 of them. Yeah, no, that's 40 blocks. Seems like a lot, I know, but honestly, aluminum isn't that bad. So there we go. We'll put that away, and then we're going to need electrical steel. And there's the modifier cores. Alright, we're going to need a lot more electrical steel because the structure blocks tier 1 require that. So we're going to need half a stack of those, so we're going to need 2 stacks of electrical steel. So we're going to need a lot of silicon. So let's grab a lot of clay. And we're going to macerate and do all the fun stuff with this stuff to get silicon dioxide. And it's a lot of work, but we'll get it taken care of. How are you doing for power? You could be better on power. So let's flip that on. And you know what? How much silver do we have? We probably have a good bit of silver. We definitely do. Alright, so you know what? Let's convert an entire stack of silver into gold. It might take a while, but I will tell you guys what. I'm going to work on processing all this stuff and probably go mining again and whatnot. But then what we'll do is we'll come back in just a moment. It's going to take me a little bit of time. I'm going to do some prep work, basically. And yeah, we'll come back and pick up where we're leaving off. So be right back. Alright, so that took me a couple of hours. Oh my gosh. So there's a lot of things that we need to talk about. One of the big things I think is going to be the next thing on the list to do is we're going to rework the mob spawning things. We are going to probably move this direction. And what I want to do is have... we're going to have multiple things. We might have to make it a little bigger. I don't know. We'll figure things out. But this mob spawning stuff is not really working all that well. But we need a ton of ender pearls for what we need to do because of vibrant alloy. So I've kind of rearranged things in there just to try to make it darker. And as you can see, I've been using... I don't know why that's there. I've been using a lot of... stone to try to hide wires and stuff, because I don't think the conduits are actually the conduit facades are actually blocking all the light. I still have more stuff in here. So I went mining a bunch of times, and one of the big things with that is just kind of getting more gold. But with all of the stone and stuff that I get, I just throw it in here to recycle into scrap. I have a good bit of scrap at this point. 3 stacks of scrap boxes, so I went mining a couple of times. But we have gold. We have a lot of gold. So we need 20 blocks of it currently. So let's just do that. I didn't want to do that. So we have 17. We just need 3 more blocks. 1, 2, 3. And now we should be able to make the void ore miners tier 1. So I put everything in here that we're going to need. And I went ahead and we also needed a lot of electrical steel, so I went ahead and made 200 of that. I had a lot of silicon. I just ground up a bunch of clay. It's just been a lot of just waiting for things to work and happen. But we put that there. Those there. And those there. And we get 5 more void ore miners. Controller tier 1s. So that is going to be what we need to make the tier 2s. We need diamond blocks. We're going to need 8 diamond blocks though. So that's not too bad. We can handle that pretty easily. And we can go ahead and make one of these. But if we want to make a second one, we're going to have to get rid of some stuff. So we'll come back to that in a little bit. The tier 3 requires some stabilized ender pearls. That shouldn't be too bad to do. Here is the problem. So, like we were going over, I need to refresh my memory on the numbers. So we have currently 24 structure blocks tier 1. We need 56, so we're going to need a half a stack of structure blocks tier 1. That should not be too terrible. We are using basalt, correct? Yes. Honestly, I like basalt better than any of the others, if I get the choice. So we need a half a stack of these. So let's get that going. And we're out of gold again. Seriously? Alright, well, that's okay. We have 20 currently. What else can we do? So, we're going to need to make the machine bases. That we have everything for. We need 32 of those. I got the stone burnt and all that kind of stuff taken care of. So there is the 32 of those we need. So we just need to get a little bit more stuff. Now here is the other problem. The tier 2 requires vibrant alloy. So we're going to need 56 vibrant alloy times 4. So that is basically, what is it? 56 times 4. Let's see. 56 times 4 is going to be, let's just get a bunch of things. I can't do math. I should never do math on camera or anything like that. So we get that. And then we need another half a stack. So it is, drum roll please, 3.5 stacks. Alright, so vibrant alloy. We have 22. If we want to make, there's half a stack, and then 3.5 stacks. So that's what? 128 is 2 stacks plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 224. We don't even have the glowstone for that, let alone the gold. So that is going to be a problem. Now glowstone, we do have a little bit of this stuff. Yeah, here's a question. Do we have compacting drawers? How bad would it be to make a compacting drawer? This is so expensive on resources. Dense obsidian, reinforced chests. Okay. None of this is actually that bad. To get the reinforced chest, we're going to need something like that. With a chest, I think we can handle that. Now we're going to want compacting drawers later anyways. These are expensive, but obsidian plates is just a little bit of obsidian. So let's get like 16. We'll cut this all up, and hopefully most of this will be good. So we're going to need for the tier 3 4 laser cores, which we only have 1 currently. We'll worry about that later. I don't know what these other ones, I think these other ones are for this. No. We have 2 laser cores there. How many laser cores do we currently have? We have 2 laser cores, so we just need the 2 extras. So really the only thing we need now is the structure blocks. So tier 3 also requires stabilized ender pearls, so this should not be too bad to do. We need some end diamonds, which we can get electric diamonds, obsidian, and end stone. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We need 4 obsidian. And then the electric diamonds, which is fire diamonds. And the conductor mass and fire diamonds require 2 blaze rods. So we need 8 of those. Okay, so that should be everything we need. Secret, we can do that all in the flawless calculator if we wanted to, but we don't have to. So we're going to need 4 diamonds here. Which we have so many of these diamonds. So we have made a couple of the compacting drawers. By the way, I made this a lot nicer. So we take the crafting calculators out. It unfortunately powers them up, and then we can put them in here, and then do that. Dirty circuit. You can get repaired, and we got an advanced assembly. That's actually really nice. Those aren't super duper cheap. So we can see atomic calculator, fire diamonds. This should be pretty quick to get the electric diamonds, and then we'll need to do the other thing with them to get the ender diamonds. And then we'll be pretty close to being done with all this stuff. We need to get more glowstone, and we need to get more... where is my calculator? There we go. So I don't think it matters the order. No. So there's the end diamonds. Stabilize ender pearls. Cool. So literally for this, all we need is the other thing. So put that away. And we should be pretty much good to go, other than we need a lot of gold. So we have 20 of the structure block tier 1s. We need half a stack, so we're going to need a lot more gold. So what are some ways we can get... we're going to have to get more gold, and that's really all there is to it. So I will tell you guys what. Let's put this stuff away, and we'll come back to that later. Next episode, I don't really feel like going and mining again. So next episode, we will get a bunch of that stuff together and take a look at making it all work out well. Something else we need to do, we need to work on getting more power in the IC2 area and all that kind of fun stuff. So the big thing we need right now is just... see, the compacting drawers. What do we want to use these for? We want to use one for glowstone. Because that's going to give us the ability to convert between blocks and dust at will, and it's going to be really good to be able to do that. But that's not super important right now. So let's take a look at some other things, I guess. So one of the big things we need to do, we need to continue working with Advanced Rocketry. So the precision assembler. Let's switch this back to this precision assembler. We need 20 machine structures. So let's try to get those. Because if we can get the precision assembler up and running, we'll be pretty good on Advanced Rocketry. We can do some trickier stuff. So machine structures, we have 8. Didn't we have a recipe for that? I guess not. We should have one. So let's get a chrome plate. And this will tell us how much chrome we'll need. But that'll take just a second to do. We'll get this guy in here. Alright, so machine structures. We're going to need 20 of these. So we have 8 currently. So that means 12 more. And we're missing 26 chrome. Now rubies and bauxite we can continuously kind of work with. We have more than 2 stacks of bauxite, so we're going to go ahead and start processing some of this. And then we'll look at what else we can make with what we have. Because we are definitely running out of resources currently. So I process the ruby ores by hand just so that we can get fortune on them. That will give us the most rubies, hopefully, and still give us the red garnets, which we need for actively making the things, the redstonia, the empowered redstonia. So that is doing its thing. This will do its thing. And what else are we going to need? We're going to need a motor times 2. So I don't know if we have any motors. No. We haven't been making this stuff, have we? No. Alright, just making sure. So we're going to need some motors. Let's get rid of the compacting drawers. We don't need those right now. It's going to be nice for the glowstone. I might make one off camera. We've made them before, so it's not that big of a deal. But we need motor. Now these motors require steel plates, copper coils. It's a lot of copper. So can we get like, see how much copper wire we need? We're gonna need 2 sets of these, so we're gonna need 8. It's a 1-to-1, so we're gonna need 16. We're gonna need like 32. Let's get like, just get 100, and we'll take a bunch of this, another stack of this, and take it over here to be processed as well in the metal former, which we already have been. I kind of forgot about that. Take the obsidian plates out, and we'll start compressing those, because I don't think we're going to do much else with that stuff. So this is going to maintain power for a little bit. But all in all, like, we just need to continue working on a lot of the stuff. So motors, we need coils times 16. No, times 32. So there is 9. We need a little bit more copper, I think. Luckily, we have a good bit of copper. And then we can also start working on this and getting the bauxite turned into titanium, which then we can convert into the other thing we want. So there's like 2 things that we really need to work on in the coming episodes. And by coming episodes, I mean like probably next time. We're going to probably rework the mob farm. That is going to be, I think, the first major goal. And then the other thing we need to do is we need to rework IC2 stuff. I hate having to pick this stuff up, but we're going to have to. I think I'm going to take most of the power stuff down below and just kind of rewire things and rework things. We need to make sure this guy works a little bit better than it does, because it currently doesn't work that well. And just kind of getting through a lot of this stuff is gonna be a pain, but we have 9, so if we need 32, let's get like just a couple more in the actual. There's 10, so we need 22 more. So iron is luckily not a concern anymore. So we'll get this going on here. We're going to need these guys times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we should be able to make Inori crystals times 4. That will not take long. It kind of just shoots the laser and it works, and there we go. So there are the copper coils. And then we're going to need 4 of these each. So that's what we're going to slowly work on. But yeah, so if we can get the mob farm a little bit better, we'll get plenty of ender pearls. Ender pearls are going to be pretty important in the coming days, just because almost everything wants to use them. We're also going to need a ton of... We need a ton of things for like getting more chrome. Chrome is such a pain to make. But there's that all done. We're gonna have more this stuff. Hydrogen cells can go out and go in here. But yeah, the rubies and the ruby dust is a lot easier to kind of work with than the bauxite, because it is directly to chrome, and there's not as many like other things you get out of it. So it's kind of nice. So there's 11. and we're almost there. The motor itself is probably going to be one of the harder things to make, and something we're going to need a lot of later is steel. Steel is actually going to be really, really simple once we get into mechanism. Mechanism makes making steel just easy. There's no other way to describe it. Let's take the compressed air. Let's see, we have a lot of compressed air, don't we? Let's start working on getting this stuff taken care of. I have more bauxite dust, and we just extract the air. Alright, so this should be enough for now. Yeah, definitely. And now we can make our copper coils and then our 2 motors. So we're going to need steel rods times 2 and steel plates times 6. So that's easy enough. Basically what's going to happen is it's just working on stuff over at the immersive engineering place. We can put those away. Everything else here is done. So it's every 9, so I think we're going to have 1 extra to go in the chest, which is not a big deal. It's just kind of how it is. And then these, I think it's every 12 for the bauxite. Yes. So every 12, it's what? Every 64 plus 8. Let's see. Something like that. Put the rest of that in there. Remove the titanium and the compressed air. Yeah, a lot of work. I'm going to do a lot of this stuff kind of as we go, but let's see if we can't get the rest of the materials we'll need for the precision assembler. Also, Endermen are going to be kind of teleporting everywhere. It shouldn't cause any problems, but there is one. Oh, I told it to make 2. I meant for it to make 2 recipes worth. It made 2, which is 1 recipe. So, mistake on my part. Anyways, there are the 2 motors. Now, we're also going to need 2 more copper coils. We're going to need... Oh, wow, a lot of things. Glass times 2. That I can handle. And more machine structures. So there's in total a lot of machine structures that go into this guy. So there is those. Alright, in total we need 7. So we're going to put one of these guys away. And then we're going to need an input-output hatch. So we need 2 chests. We're going to need the small batteries times 4 so we can get power to it. And I think that's it. So output hatch, input hatch, and then power plug times up to 7. So we're going to use, we're going to grab 7 machine structures, then we're going to split it into an input, output, and then a power plug. So it is currently making 10 plates. That'll take a little bit of time. So we just need 2 copper coils, and then I will tell you guys what, that'll be something else that I do off camera. I'll get all the machine structures so that next time we can work a little bit on Advanced Rocketry. We can finish making at least the electric arc furnace, and then we can also start working on the finishing up the void ore miner and just whatever else we can get done. That's where we're kind of running into the problems. We're just running out of supplies. So that's the power input. So that goes there. We're going to have input hatch. And I want to see something before we do it. We can turn it to an output hatch. So you can turn input and output hatches back and forth at will. So we'll need those. And then I think the only other thing we need, because we already have the precision assembler over there, is the 2 copper coils. So we're going to need 2 more copper coils. That should not be a problem. I want to make sure that I haven't built any of this yet. No. Okay. So 2 more copper coils, and then I think we'll wrap up the episode for today. I've got a lot of work to do, but this needs to be up. It is getting late, and I still need to edit it. So yeah, we need more gold. I'm gonna go mining for a good while to get more gold, and so we need the copper coils. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to need 8 of those. We're going to need 2 more sets of this stuff. So we're going to need 8 of those. 16 rather. And then, so we're going to need more copper. I guarantee it. But we are running out of empty cells. So continue kind of processing things and whatnot, but we need more copper. And 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh man, we're so close. We have 14. We need 16. So 2 more of these guys. Do we have any of the marble blocks? Yes. Let's grab one of these. Because I've fallen down there a couple of times and I really, really hate that. So more compressed air. Grab the aluminum. I'll deal with the aluminum later as well. It's kind of not a big deal right now. And we have a bunch of tiny piles of titanium, which we'll just go ahead and run through here. So I don't really like that cow getting super close to the reactor, but whatever. So we can just kind of continuously cycle things through and whatnot, and hopefully at some point we'll be good to go. So I guess we'll probably have most of these by now. I'll come back for the rest later, and then yeah, so we have that. So 1, 2. All right, now we just need the Inori crystal times 2. And that will just take a second. And we should have enough LV. All right, we need 1 more set of this stuff. Well, 2 more crafts. And then got that. And 2 copper coils. Cool. So with that taken care of, all we need now for the precision assembler is, well, we need to get more. We need to get more chrome, so we can make more machine structures. We need 19 more. So can we make 10? No. So if we try to make the exact amount, we need a little bit more steel. I'll go get another stack of steel going, and then we just need a good bit of chrome. So that is annoying, but it's kind of whatever. So I think that's where we're going to stop for today. We are running out of resources a little bit too freely. This should be really quick to get plenty of steel. One of these days I need to figure out if there's anything I can really use this slag for. We can crush it into sand. It's not a terrible idea. We're going to need a little bit of concrete for the launch pads, but we can also use sand. It honestly isn't that much better. So what I might do is just grab a bunch of this stuff and throw it into the crusher. Why not? So we'll just get rid of all this slag. We'll get some sand out of it. The sand we can do things with later. So, anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. I know we didn't get as much done as I hoped, but I didn't realize just how resource intensive this was all going to be. So definitely need to get more resources. So I'm going to do plenty of mining off camera, and hopefully next time we will be good to get a good bit done. So what we're going to try to get done is upgrade the ore miner, work with Advanced Rocketry, and then I think we might start working on getting the mob farm a little bit nicer. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!